How I heard about Riverwatch, I was in an environmental club at my high school at Aikens. My friends were talking to the sponsor about what other projects that we could do, and she had told us that Elizabeth from this group, Austin Youth Riverwatch, had gotten in contact with her about their program and if we had any students that were interested in doing it.
I first heard of Riverwatch from my school friend Keegan. Just like a brief conversation, and I thought he was just talking about like an after-school program that had to sit in the classroom and stuff. And next thing you know, a few minutes later, he comes walking back. He said, "Yeah, you can come the next day." So I was like, "Oh, all right. I guess I'll go."
One of my friends, Trinity, told me in art class that like they got pulled into this thing where they tested water, and I thought they were insane. They were like, "Well, if you think it's so weird, why don't you come do it?" And I was like, well, I decided I might as well see what it's like if they had room for me.
Well, you gotta come, Kris, you have to come with us. Like, we really want you to go, and you can really get a lot out of this. Not only did I consistently see the same people every week in the same support group, we are doing something that was important.
So, do we get 2 rings?
I'm going to college and I will be outdoors about 40 hours a week. And I'm really excited about that, and that's something I never would have thought of doing before.
I knew that out there in life, things will be better, and things I can change. I can change my life. From 15-year-old selling drugs to a 20-year-old just being a good man, trying to be a good man. I grew up on East Austin, in the area around 3rd Street. I lived there until my last senior year of high school. Now I live down in Manchac area. I was 15 in high school and I was selling drugs, and I didn't really think of nothing else. I was just hanging out with friends, disrespecting my teachers, and I didn't really see nothing else. All I was just doing was living that moment.
I came into school not knowing anybody, and I went from a school that's more, they care about whether or not you're going to be okay after school, to a school that's all about grades. And that was a really hard transition for me. Like, I didn't do well, like I didn't know anybody, so I wasn't happy a lot of the time. Right around my birthday that year, I lost my grandfather, who was the only father figure in my life. I wanted to be alone, and I didn't want to be bothered, and I wanted to stay in my own bubble at home inside. Like, that was how I was. I didn't like people, basically.
I didn't go outside, watched a lot of TV, I was on my computer a lot, and that's all I really ever did. In high school, they didn't really talk much about what you're gonna do besides college. They pushed that a lot on us, but they never told us about other options.
In January was when I ended up in Riverwatch, and that was a transition for me.
Later on, I became a family, but at that moment, it was just a group of friends hanging out, going out and hiking out in the woods for a few hours.
I saw a lot of hands-on that Adrian got from the program. He saw that there was more to life, more to education, more to the respect of people and your environment around you. There's more out of life and then just going the wrong path.
I'm really happy with my life now. I'm doing a lot better. I've got that community that I didn't have before.
there's so much stuff going on outside, there's so much around you that you don't even know, and you'll never know that it's there until you actually go out and see it. And that's what Riverwatch did for me.
They're family. They are family. They have guided him in a way that I couldn't.
Now, I'm a senior at the University of Texas. I'm studying human biology.
They will literally help you graduate from high school. They're going to be there when you walk the stage.
I want to be a Miss Elizabeth for other kids.
In doing water quality testing, we were doing something really valuable for the community, and that made me feel really good.